Hello again, everybody. Zack Attack is here with my TNA Impact Wrestling review for Thursday, April 19th, 2012. Of course, it was the aftermath from lockdown. Oh, it's okay Impact tonight. We had decent matches, no screw jobs. We did have a little technical difficulty. I don't know if it happened to anybody else but me, but I'll discuss that when I get to that. But it was okay. We added a new thing for every month. A title is now ashamed no longer, hopefully. So there you go. Okay, Impact heading towards lockdown aftermath, but here we go. Story with Bobby Wood coming out still your TNA World Heavyweight Champion after defeating James Storm this past Sunday at lockdown. With a little screwy finish with Storm super kicking Wood through the door. That's what Wood said. Storm, no matter what you did, I am still here. The champ remains the same, as he would say. And he said, there's no one left. I beat everybody. There's no one left to beat me. Anderson, who came back recently, was a part of Team Garrett, had his say, saying, yo, I need my shot at the title. Jeff Hardy came out as well. With Hardy done with Angle, Hardy says he wants a shot at Bobby. Hogan solved the problem. And added more too. It was scheduled to be a one-on-one match at first. It was supposed to be Jeff Hardy versus Miss Anderson in a number of contenders match for the TNA title. The winner would face Bobby at Sacrifice. Later on in the evening, Hulk Hogan added RVD, Rob Van Dam, who also returned last week to also join Team Garrett. So it was a triple threat match. That was our main event tonight. We'll get to that in a moment. And all the champions were forced to come later on with a Hogan announcement. I'll get to that as well. On to our first match of the evening, which was a tag team match involving a champion. Austin Aries, the X Division champion, teaming up with Matt Morgan, continuing both their feuds. Crimson, who defeated Matt Morgan this past Sunday at Lockdown, teamed up against Austin's current nemesis, Bully Ray. Now, I'm happy that Austin Aries is getting a shot against other guys besides X Division guys, but come on. Stone letting him defend the title. I was a little bit upset he didn't get to defend his title this past Sunday in a lockdown match. I thought they were having an escape match or something, but eventually he was added to the Team Garrett match, Lethal Lockdown. This whole Bully Ray Austin feud needs to end. So it was an okay matchup, decent tag match to start it off. Morgan got his butt whipped most of the match, focusing on the leg from Crimson and Bully double teaming on the leg. But Morgan tagged in Austin. It was like a house of fire. But Bully Ray got the victory with a hold of the tights. Little cheating method. I say Bully Ray and Austin may face each other either next week doing next week's Impact with a open fight night, Hogan would call it, one of the things he added. Or maybe at Sacrifice. Who knows? Now on to our next match. Well, part of it. It was Kurt Angle against AJ Styles, a second match. Before we got to that, we saw Garrett Bischoff coming out, happy that his team defeated Eric Bischoff's team. Now, a lot of people have been seeing this on the internet. Why are they bleeping Eric Bischoff's last name? Eric Beep? Well, I think there was a stipulation in this match that saying not only does Eric Bischoff have to leave TNA if his team with Gunner lost, but he would not be able to use his last name anymore. That's why every time they mentioned Eric's name, his last name was bleeped. So that's what happened. So there's supposed to be Eric Beep celebration next week by Ric Flair. So with that, we're on with AJ Styles against Kurt Angle. We saw the beginning, an arm drag, and then fade to black. Apparently it happened everywhere. It's not just happened to me. Everybody else got the same error, I'm guessing. That they were starting the match, and then it faded to black, went straight to commercial. They cut the entire first segment of the Angle AJ match. We didn't see the whole match, just the first 2 minutes, during the last 5 minutes, when it finally came back to air following a little long commercial break after the technical glitch. So Angle AJ, from what it seemed, it was an okay matchup despite the technical difficulty. It's Spike's fault. What, is celebrating 420 early? Anyway, Angle got a little victory of his own, little cheating, with help from Kazarian and Daniels, who are apparently going to finally tell the truth of why this whole Kaz and Daniels thing, saying it's involving AJ. Well, AJ got distracted by Cass and Daniels showing the document that got AJ so frazzled. Angle took up the opportunity. 1, 2, 3. Angle wins. Thanks to help of Cass and Daniels. What's this document? Why is AJ so mad about it? Well, the storylines with AJ, Cass, and Daniels has gone on way too long. Can we finally give it an end? Speaking of feuds that need to end so bad, this AJ, Cass, and Daniels things went on for about at least 4 or 5 months. So hopefully this feud will come to an end probably next week when AJ finally finds out, it reveals what's this document that's hanging over his head. So there you go. Now on to our next segment. Hulk Hogan had all the champions come out to talk about a few things he was going to change. He said, I mentioned earlier, when I mentioned about the Austin Aries thing, there's going to be open fight night. Once a month, starting next week, once a month, there'll be this open fight night. 2 things will happen, Hogan was saying. There'll be a gut check, as they call it, like an audition process for people outside the company trying to get in the company. And if they like them, the judges will, so there'll be 3 judges, Hogan said, to decide on whether or not what they like about people that want to get into TNA, get a contract or not. Also an open fight night, Hogan says, anyone can challenge anybody. That means everyone must be dressed to compete because you never know who will get called out. You can call anybody and they'll be guaranteed 1 title match during each open fight night. Which title? Hogan will decide, and he'll decide who faces the champ of Hogan's choosing. Fans kind of gave Hogan suggestions. He gave links to his Twitter page, so there you go. Open fight night next week. He also declared that the television championship, one of the worst titles in TNA besides Knockouts tag, is no longer ashamed, kind of. Devon, or whoever's the champion, has to defend it every week. But before we get to the mandatory TV title match, which will happen every week now, we had a little Knockouts action, an 8 Knockouts tag, as Velvet Sky teamed up with TNA Miss Tessmacher returning, and Mickie James, against Serena, Rosita, Madison, and Gail. Well, Velvet wasn't done with Gail. You can tell Velvet's thoughts were on Gail after what happened this past Sunday. In the decent Knockouts tag match, I've said this before, it sounds like a broken record. I've said this before, I'll say it again. Knockouts are better than Divas. They gave Knockouts time to wrestle and not fucking goof off like everybody else does in WWE. It ended with a Miss Tessmacher getting the pin on Gail Kim. That's weird. I'm gonna give Tessmacher maybe a chance. I'm happy to giving people giving new people a chance for a title, especially this whole Tessmacher thing. Who knows what will happen with Tessmacher? Maybe she get a shot against Gail at Sacrifice. Well, we'll see how that turns out. But Tessmacher's okay. We'll see how she fails out. So there you go. Tessmacher gets the win for the team, pinning the Knockouts champ. Now on to, as I mentioned, the mandatory TNA TV title match. As I mentioned, Hogan says that every week the TV title must be defended. So we kick off this new move with Devon defending the TV title against Gunner. Match was okay. A little short match. Gunner got his butt. Well, Gunner was controlling most of the match. He was dominant most of the match. And then Devon made a little comeback after a little spear. Then following a Spinebuster 1, 2, 3, Devon retains. Goes to be defending the title every week. So I'm happy they'll give you a chance for guys to go up against the TV champion. Every TV title defended every week will bring more legitimacy to it than it has in the last couple months. Giving it more acclaim than the Knockouts tag. But we'll see how this whole TV title every week goes. So there you go. Devon defends first week of this new rule. And he wins. Before we get on to the main event of the evening, on with James Storm coming out talking about his loss this past Sunday, losing to Bobby Roode. Say, Bobby Roode, you did not beat me. I beat me. Well, legitimately, I agree, because Roode never pinned Bobby. Roode never pinned James Storm. Storm kicked Roode out of the cage. I beat myself. My ego, my pride got the best of me. My daughter asked, where's my belt? That took it all away from me. He couldn't speak, apparently. He left the ring in anger, saying, there was a tweet I saw this, what James mentioned. I think I saw a tweet of Bobby Roode saying, James, sorry about your damn luck. Copying James's line, and James was like, maybe my luck has run out. And he walked out saying nothing much. So, is James done? Who knows what happened with James Storm and his storyline developing about him quitting the company and quitting wrestling? Who knows? While we wait to see what happens with Storm's future, the future number one contender for the TNA World title was declared as we had a triple threat match. Jeff Hardy taking on RVD, taking on Mr. Anderson. Okay matchup. It's a good main event. Back and forth action, a little bit. Very good triple threat. These three guys are three of the best guys TNA's got. All WWE rejects and drug users. Of course, just in time for 420. Yeah. Just in time for 420 with two weed smokers, RVD and Jeff Hardy in the match. Thank you, Peanut Gallery. Anyway, but it was a great matchup for what it was. Great action. They all nailed the finishers. All in a row. Death Valley Driver, Twist of Fate, Swanton Bomb, False Star Frog Smash. And Hardy was trying to nail the last move was Hardy after getting the 5-star from I think Anderson got the 5-star from RVD. Then Hardy got it up, trying to give RVD Twist of Fate, but Hardy got counted by RVD. 1, 2, 3. RVD got the victory. Now RVD will take on Bobby Roode for the TNA World title at Sacrifice. I was hoping RVD would win. I'm glad RVD's back. RVD's getting a lot of chance again, especially they had a little segment with Garrett. No one was chanting Garrett. They're all chanting RVD. They're glad RVD's back in the company. So I'm glad RVD's getting another shot for the title against Bobby. We'll see how his title match goes at Sacrifice. So there goes. A decent impact tonight. Open fight night. The concept's very interesting with it being anyone can challenge anybody. And I'm happy that the TV title is for giving more legitimacy. But speaking of giving more legitimacy, how about giving more legitimacy to the X Division title too, Hogan? Not just focus on the X Division title. Not just focus on the TV title, Hogan. Focus on giving more legitimacy to the X Division title. Focus on that too, Hogan. So there you go. My thoughts on tonight's Impact. Decent Impact tonight. Especially at the lockdown. Okay, Impact. Some decent wrestling. Little technical glitch during Angle and AJ, like I mentioned. So there you go. That is it for my TNA Impact review for tonight. I'll see you all later. With that in mind, I've been attacked by the news from Zach. Thank you all very much. Have a happy 420 tomorrow. See you later. Smoke safely if you do. I don't. So, happy 420 tomorrow. See you later. Yeah.